What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, the Boston Celtics easily win Game 5 at home against the Dallas Mavericks with a final score of 106-88. And the Boston Celtics win their record 18th NBA championship, breaking a tie that they've held with the Los Angeles Lakers for about 4 years. Now, they are once again the franchise with the most NBA championships in the history of the league. And by the way, I had to block some clown who, on my Willie Mays video, completely disrespected the memory of Willie Mays and was saying I'm ducking smoke about the Mavericks. First of all, when did the Mavericks become my team? Yeah, they're the team that I preferred to win the finals, but I've also indicated that I like the Boston Celtics franchise, at least prior to the Danny Ainge era. And also, if I'm not mistaken, I think I've indicated that I was rooting for Boston against Cleveland back when LeBron went against them, even though I was a LeBron Ramon James fan back then. Because I used to love the Boston Celtics franchise until recently. Their fans ruined it for me. But see, a lot of you guys have agendas. A lot of you guys are, not necessarily the majority of my friends. I'm talking about my enemies. They don't like me because I'm a person that is very adamant about my positions on things. And they try to bully you out of your positions, and it doesn't work with me. They try to name call me. They try to, pressure me with, oh, you ain't black and all this other nonsense, all this other gobbledygook. And it doesn't work with me. But I had to block that dude. You know what I'm saying? I think I've clearly indicated that my favorite team is the Bulls and that I have a rooting interest with the Milwaukee Bucks. Other than that, I might root for a team, but I'm not beholden to them. But anyway, I was wrong, man. Look, Kyrie Irving, Bob Cousy was right, man. Bob Cousy, I was very hesitant to even bring that up, that Bob Cousy said that, look, man, if Kyrie Irving can't win, if Kyrie Irving can't even perform well on the grandest stage again, then we can't call him a superstar. Now, I was very hesitant to say something like that, but man, Bob Cousy is right. He's absolutely 100% correct. We can't call him a superstar. Boston got in his head. Boston got in his head, and Boston clearly shows, the fans clearly show that Kyrie Irving can be rattled. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still believe that he had the biggest shot in Cleveland Cavaliers history. And he is the NBA champion. But as the leading man, we have to now say that he's not that guy. He might be the greatest ball wizard we ever seen and all of that, but man, all that talk about if he went back in the 90s, he dominated, all that talk is completely destroyed now. It's destroyed. It's destroyed. Now I know if you pressured him, if you took Kyrie Irving back into the 90s and he faced the Chicago Bulls or the Kobe Shaq Lakers, and when you could actually play defense, he would have folded. He would have folded, man. He would have folded. Also, Luka Doncic is not going to escape smoke in this particular video. He's the leader of that team. While Kyrie Irving is going to get most of the press, and that's because of the Boston Celtics connection and other things, Luka is the best player on that team, because you damn sure know that if Dallas won that series, Luka would be getting all the damn praise. So as I said before, he gonna get the smoke too. First of all, am I the only person that noticed that Luka looked especially bloated the other night in Game 5. I don't know whether, I mean, I know the culture over there, not trying to cast this, aspersions or whatever, but, a lot of them like to drink. And I don't know, he's showing affinity to burgers and pizzas and beer. I don't know what it is, but Luka looked kind of bloated. And, he just looked lethargic on defense. He wasn't doing absolutely nothing. He played horrible defense in Game 5. He reverted to a lot of bad Luka stuff in Game 5. Played terrible defense, whined a little bit about calls. And Boston, don't get me wrong, they played very well in that first half. But in the second half of that game, Boston didn't play all that well. Dallas, had they been charged up, had they been animated, had they, if Jason Kidd had put in certain players and took out Kleber earlier, maybe give it Tim Hardaway, some other guys more on the bench some time, maybe they could have sparked something. I don't know. But to me, that was still a winnable game by Dallas, despite the fact they lost by, I think, 18 points. That was a winnable game by Dallas, man. It wasn't necessarily that Dallas was playing, that Boston was playing so well. Dallas was just playing so bad. It's like Dallas just was content with not getting swept. And then after that, they just let their guard down, man. I couldn't believe how poorly Kyrie Irving played, man. No passion, no energy whatsoever. Settling for those weak-ass, stupid three-pointers. Luka, too. Luka airball one of those threes, man. No aggression whatsoever, man. They gave up. They gave up, man. And when they gave up, the rest of the team gave up. Jason Kidd gave up. And Jason Kidd, I don't know why he kept staying with guys like Kleber, who gave you absolutely nothing in this series. Nothing. He's not a defender. And if he's not making shots, what is he out there doing? Nothing. PJ Washington didn't do much or nothing. I don't know what's up with Jason Kidd, man. He's more stubborn than Mike Budenholzer. And Luka, my God, man, God, are you a shot jocking ball hog, man? God, well, shot jacking, I meant. Think about Howard Stern, shock jock, whatever. Luka is a shot jacking ball hog, man. I'm to be honest with you, look, they got to the finals. That surprised me. But is Luka really that much different than James Harden? I mean, he's more efficient. He's more clutch. But he's sort of like James Harden at times, man. They had some bad turnovers too. Man, it's just, Dallas just played like absolute crap, man. They play like crap for the most of the shit. But it was a winnable game, man, because Boston actually shot worse from the field overall than Dallas. But and three-pointers, Boston was clanking in the second half, man. But Dallas didn't take advantage. The difference in that series was energy and hustle. That was the difference in that series and in that particular game. And Drew Holiday should get a piece of that MVP, in my opinion. Drew Holiday should get a piece of that MVP. And yes, it is true. This does make Giannis look bad. It makes Giannis look bad. Yes, it does. But you know what? Let's not also forget that Drew Holiday was supposed to get, and I forgot this myself, Drew Holiday got traded to Portland. He wasn't even supposed to be in the same conference. It was Portland being assholes that traded him to Boston. So, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, you know, the Bucks didn't anticipate that, but it happened. Now, at the end of the day, you know, look, man, gotta give it to the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. They did it, man, because it was just last year that a lot of people were saying, and I was starting to believe it too, that we couldn't win with that duo. But, you know, to me, Drew Holiday was the glue. Drew Holiday was the upgrade. Marcus Smart was good, but Drew Holiday gives you so much. Drew Holiday can make shots. He's not a lethal scorer, but he can get you at this stage of his career 13 to 20 points a night. He still plays great defense. He's part of the reason why Kyrie struggled in this series. And he's getting so much hustle, man, rebounding, playmaking, timely steals and you know, lockdown defense and very important possessions. And he just was a very important player, man. Now look, I'm noticing a lot of Tatum fans saying, well, why did Tatum not get MVP, Finals MVP? Did you watch this series? Jaylen Brown was more impactful in games, if I'm not mistaken, I remember games 1, 2, and 3. He was more impactful on both ends of the floor. He's also part of the reason why Kyrie Irving struggled, because he played on both sides of the ball. Jason Tatum struggled a lot in some of these games, offensively. Yeah, he gets rebounds, and yeah, he was padding assists. But as far as like actual impactful play, Jaylen Brown was more impactful. But you know, some of them Tatum fans is you know, it's about some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go into it, but it's about some other stuff. Yeah, I know he led the team in points, rebounds, and assists and all that, man. But at the end of the day, Jaylen Brown, I think, was the more impactful of the two. So, salute to the Boston Celtics for winning the championship. And Kyrie Irving is going to deserve the criticism he gets. But so should Luka. Luka should be getting criticized too. You know what I'm saying? Noticing people not really going at that dude. They you know, it is what it is though, man. It's funny, you know, Kyrie, you know, Luka was getting all this praise, as he should have, when they was winning. But when they lose, people just naturally look for a black villain. And I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, it is what it is.